I'm ready to get after it, aren't you? I'm glad you could be in.
Let's do it.
Yep. Well, welcome back to Eat Up With It. This is episode 6?
Six.
Yeah, we've said 666 too many times. It's not good.
That's too many.
We're starting out bad.
Rough times.
Rough times. It is what it is, though. Anyway, son, you're in the room.
We're in the room.
How was work this morning and last night? 'Cause
Gross.
You work for all the time.
Gross.
Gross?
Very gross.
That's not good.
No.
Anything eventful that you're willing and able to talk about?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. Yeah, I didn't think so. Well, this one was a little bit more on the spontaneous side, but we're in the room. I'm glad we're here.
Yeah, it was a little last minute.
Yeah, a little last minute, but today's one of those days where it's like, glad you are in the room because it's, get you a little bit of that, relax and be able to talk and just try, hopefully feel a little better whenever you get out of here,
Just
unwind a little bit.
Breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I understand, man. Today should be good for you.
Get on our little stroll.
Man, I knew my audio was messed up. I didn't have my thing plugged in all the way. I was like, man, this thing sounds weird.
I think maybe it's just you.
No, it wasn't plugged in.
Oh, that's...
Yeah, it was just barely in there.
You're like...
Because I got that audio splitter, so it's a little tough getting in there. Anyhow, what's new, man? Anything new since I've talked to you last few days ago?
Not a whole lot. Not really anything new.
I feel you.
Living life.
Living life.
Living large.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm always large.
Yeah. How's the new Jeep doing? Still doing good?
Rides like a dream.
There you go.
We cruise it all the time.
Cruising all the time?
Cruising.
Yeah.
Just jeeping.
So is that thing better on gas than your car or what?
So I reset the trip meter on it just to get an accurate gas mileage.
Yeah.
And I get like 28 miles a gallon in the Jeep.
Oh, yeah, that's better than your Cruise, ain't it?
Yeah, Cruise gets like
24.
24.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the Jeep does a little better. A little more heavy on the pocket, filling up, but...
Well, it's a bigger tank, right?
Yeah, a little bit. Not a whole lot. I guess, really, it's not a whole lot bigger.
How big is the tank, do you know?
Well, I ain't got a clue.
11, 13 gallons?
Probably 13.
Yeah.
Probably 13.
Yeah. Well, I know my little Cruise that I had. It was a standard, though. A little bit older, but, dude, I'm telling you, you put that sucker in, because it's 6-speed.
Oh, yeah.
And the 6 was a green dot. That means, like, eco mode or whatever. If you were on the highway, especially, like, where you're driving on 23, man, hit that 6th gear, son.
Gone.
Well, it didn't have no power at all, but dude, you'd save like so much money in gas because I would literally. I remember one time driving to Ashland, up where my dad's from, bro. I think I got 51 miles to the gallon all the way up there.
That's nuts.
Ignorant.
I would stroke out.
Yeah. Now that was over a 50 because it would average it over the last 50 miles.
Still though.
But still, dude, you got 51 miles. I used a gallon of gas to go 50 miles.
How many years ago was that? That's been a while.
What do you mean? Like how old was the car?
No, since you made that trip. Guesstimate.
Oh gosh. Probably 2018, 2019, 2020, something like that. Because I had that Cruise for a while. I had it for 4 or 5 years.
So you probably spent like $2 or $3.
$2.50. Yeah. If it was during the Trump train moment,
$1.89.
$1.89. So go 50 miles.
Now it's $3.40.
Yeah, and especially with my truck, that 1500, she's a little thirsty.
Yeah,
she likes to drink it a little bit.
That 50 miles would have cost you about $12.
Yeah, dude. That truck is hurting for
it's thirsty.
She's thirsty.
Pass everything on the road but a gas station.
Yeah, dude. It's bad off, man. For real. It's cost me like if I'm on empty, it costs me like $70, $72, $73, something like that.
Man, that's 2 hours worth of work for me.
All right. Well, since we were talking about a little bit of since we talked about the Trump train, son, let's talk a little bit about the polls, dude, to start this out, dude.
Let's do a little talk.
So, I guess they just come out and officially announced the 2 candidates. Like everybody didn't know who it was going to be.
Well, watch out. Super shocked.
Yeah, I know. Everybody's shocked. You got Sleepy Joe and you got, modern day. Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no. I messed up. We're good. Oh, we're not good.
We're not good. Whatever it
We're
is,
good.
it's organic.
We're good. We're good. It is organic. Anyway, where was I at? Oh, yeah, we found out the two, positions or whatever. And candidates. And so now we're going to get ready for election time. And, man, I hope something changes. I know that. I don't really care. My thing is I don't like our choices, if I'm being honest.
But you got to pick the better of the two.
Yeah, if you pick a polished turd, it's still a turd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want somebody who is a little self-absorbed, and by a little I mean quite a bit self-absorbed, because he's a billionaire and has done whatever he wanted for his entire life. But economically, we will probably benefit from having somebody like that. Or do you go with a guy that I'm not sure he does anything? Because he was supposed to be the great uniter, right? And like me, me, I try to look at things from an open standpoint of like I try to put myself in a position that other people have.
You're very optimistic.
Yeah, I try to like if Joe disagrees with me, I try my best to understand the thing from Joe's standpoint. If you say that you think Biden's going to be better because of social issues, I will try. Because this dude was supposed to be the great uniter or whatever the hell he was calling himself. And I just haven't seen that at all, because this is really the first presidency that I've ever experienced as a full-on fledged adult the whole time. Because whenever Trump was in, he came in when I was 16. And then by the time you're 20, do you really know what you're even eating for breakfast in the morning?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to the two,
yeah,
you have a career politician and a career businessman.
Yeah.
Regardless of how this country is run, any country that has any type of economics, that's all business.
Absolutely.
So this country, whether everybody wants to think of it that way or not, is a business.
It's capitalism.
Yeah. So who would you want running it? A career-long politician, or and I'm going to use successful as in what he has now, not every...
He might be about to lose it.
Right. Well, every businessman that started somewhere has lost part of, if not a business.
Yeah.
In that sense.
If you're an entrepreneur, no matter what space you're in, 9 times out of 10, you're
invested in more than one business.
Yeah, and you're losing. Some things don't work out. Some things do work out.
Yeah, I mean, look at Elon Musk. I mean, he's had stuff not work out.
Oh, yeah.
So, does that make him any less of a great businessman? No, absolutely not.
No.
But anyways, what I was getting to is...
Yeah, country's a business.
And Trump is a successful businessman.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for our economic stand, I think he's the guy from an economic standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when his last stint, he built some bonds with some powerhouse countries. Shook some hands, kissed some babies in countries that we ain't set foot in a very long time.
Yeah, dude, for real.
So he
like
had
North Korea.
Yeah,
that's a gangster move. To be like, I'm gonna go to the man he called him Little Rocket Man.
Yeah.
This dude is hilarious. Trump is hilarious. I don't care what anybody says. That he is a comedian through and through. He gets up there at 118 years old. He gets up there in front of all these people and he will just rant. No script. He has a few points that he wants to hit and he just starts banging stuff out, dude. Just going and going and going. And he is genuinely hilarious. But how gangster of a move is that? You called this dude Little Rocket Man, and then you go to his country, and shake his hand and tell him the way that we're going to do things. Now, I'm sure he was trying his best to be, mutual with it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure he was disrespectful about it. But
one thing that I love about Trump, and I don't like Trump as a person.
No.
I think that you can separate the idea of who you like better as a person and from whatever they're actually going to be able to do for people that are working class like you and me. Um, because I've always said this, and I think it makes a lot to me. It makes a lot of sense. I don't like Trump the person. I think he's an asshole. I think he's like self-centered a lot. I think he doesn't do much that doesn't help his name. But when it comes to what he would be able to do and what he was able to do for us economically, the best whatever you want to call it, economics that we had in 52 years or something.
Yeah.
Like it was the best.
It shows.
Yeah, it showed. We had low gas prices. People had more money in their pocket with Trump. And to everybody who's like a middle class guy, that's something I feel like you should be considering. Like, because like I was saying, Joe was supposed to be this great uniter of people. He wasn't really offering everybody what they wanted as far as the economic standpoint, because he shut down all the gas lines, and we were energy efficient, and now we're completely reliant almost. So it just goes into, I don't like Trump as a person, but I agree with him politically on a lot of standpoints. Not everything, which is fine. You don't have to agree with everything everybody says, and you won't. And if you do, it's just because you're being lazy and you're not looking at it as a whole and trying to take in everything to account. But on the flip side, I loved Barack Obama, even while I was a kid, like I was 14. When you looked at Barack Obama and the way he spoke and the way he carried himself, that's the representative that you want. Like, you want him going in front of all these guys and trying to work stuff out, because I feel like he was genuinely right for the job as far as who he was as a person. Although politically, I did not agree with a lot of what he did. And like I said, I was like, 12 to 16 whenever he was in office. But one thing I do know is, like, gas prices went up. We were still in Afghanistan or whatever. And the biggest thing was the health insurance thing, man. Like, it helped a lot of people out that don't have any money that could get health insurance, with Obamacare and stuff. But people like my mom, who had private insurance, could no longer afford health insurance.
Yep.
Because health insurance got so expensive that you just can't privatize health insurance anymore.
Health insurance is something that I have read on a lot, due to the nature of my profession. And it was mainly on the previous profession, because it affected so much.
Yeah.
And private insurance is so expensive that your average working middle class family cannot afford it. However, this is what Obamacare done in my eyes.
Yeah. You would have a better opinion of this than I would. But I just want you to know that I'm probably going to be down with. I would like you to educate me a little bit, because I'm sure you have a little bit clearer of an idea of it all.
So let's take into account. Well, I'll just use my insurance because I know the exact figures. I have a large private insurance company through my employer.
Yep.
My insurance is almost 100% in-house. Outside network, it's like 80-20. So I pay $122 and some change every 2 weeks. So $240 a month.
Is that just for you?
That is just me.
That's pretty high.
Yes.
That's pretty high. Just for a single person, that's high.
My family plan would run somewhere around $700 a month, if not more, for private health insurance.
I pay $200 every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So $224.
So
for Blue Cross Blue Shield.
That's what I have.
Yeah.
So I have copays.
Yeah.
In-house copays. That $10, $20.
$25, I think, is what my copay is.
Yeah. So if I lost my private insurance, canceled it, whatever. I make too much money to qualify for free health insurance.
Oh, yeah. 100%. You make way too much money.
Even on my last job, I still made too much money to qualify for private or for a government funded or free health insurance.
Yeah. Like welfare, Humana, stuff like that.
It is great for families that have little to no income or lower class, quote unquote, poor families.
Poverty, yeah.
Poverty stricken.
That's no strike on anybody.
Yeah,
We
no.
come from a very impoverished area.
Trust me, it's everywhere.
Yeah, I know it's everywhere, but
like this in this
very
area.
Poor.
Yeah, this area is super poor.
Yeah.
So middle class families almost get pushed into the poverty area trying to afford health insurance.
Yeah.
But due to the rates. And if you, for instance, if I go out of network, it covers 80%, I owe 20. So if I have a major procedure done in Florida because I'm on vacation and my appendix ruptures.
Yep. That's out of network cost.
Out of network cost, upfront co-pays, just
slap you in the mouth.
Yeah, we're probably looking, I mean, just to be on the serious side of it, we'll say $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 minimum.
Yeah.
And then whatever we get billed third party from other, like some doctors bill separately from hospitals. They're like contractors, quote unquote.
I was about to say they're like kind of like a contractor, right?
Yeah, so if we get billed the hospital's rate, then the doctor's rate, and the anesthesia's rate, and radiology's rate, we could be pushing 100 grand.
Oh, yeah.
For a simple procedure.
Yeah.
So the government-funded health insurance is great for families that need it, but it destroyed the middle class.
My mom did not have health insurance for 6 years.
Yeah, so
now, and people would love to be like, well, that's her fault or whatever, but when you
can't afford it,
whenever you make, whatever she was making, 45, 50 a year, you know what I'm saying? Whenever you're making that, but your private insurance is going to come out to
$5,000 a year.
Well,
minus copays.
$800 a month. I think hers was going to be $800 to $1,000 a month or something.
So $12,000 a year.
Yeah, and that's out of pocket. That's out of pocket. That's not because you might make 50 a year.
Yeah.
But you don't bring 50 a year. You'll bring 36.
Yep. So that literally pushes her down into an area to where she would, if she didn't have to pay for private health insurance, qualify for free insurance. But where she has to pay for it,
yeah,
that still drops her down after that comes out to poverty.
Yeah, you're making by the end of the whole deal there. By the end of everything, like let's say you make 50 and then you bring home 36 after taxes.
Yeah, lose $12,000 in insurance.
And then you lose $12,000 in insurance.
It's $24,000 a year.
That's $24,000 a year. That's $2,000 a month that you have to spend on everything.
Yep,
that's your money right there. Now, luckily enough to where, I had a two-parent household,
and they both worked, and so
both worked. My stepdad made really good money, fairly good money. But you start looking at all this with the insurance. But we went off on a little bit of a tangent there. I was really wanting to kind of look at the polls and stuff.
Yeah.
But my point is you just need to look at things as a whole and decide who is going to help your family the best. Because whenever you start trying to think of, and there's fear mongering, like, Trump is going to get us into a war and all this other stuff. That's just not true. They like to say that in the media, but dude got us out.
Yep.
That everybody's like, Biden got us out of Afghanistan or whatever. No, he didn't.
No.
Trump had that. Trump did that deal. And then after a while he was out, they stopped pulling people out, and then it come down to the deadline date, and they were like, oh crap, we have to get out. We have to go now. We didn't think about this. So you just I don't know. It's just you got to look at a bunch of stuff. But anyway, let's get to these polls. So on the national polls, average of 8 polls, Trump is up 44 to 43. He's up by 1.6% nationally. But let's talk. This is what I want to talk about. So, you know all these, like, what do they call them? Battleground states?
Yes.
Things that are important that kind of swing one way or the other. So you got
your
Michigan.
States with your large electoral colleges.
Yeah, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona, North Carolina,
Sure.
Florida,
They call
and
them
Ohio.
They call them swing states.
Okay. So we're gonna go over this just a little bit, touch on it just real quick, and then we'll move on. But Michigan, Trump's up 47-43. Pennsylvania, Trump up 48-45. Wisconsin, Trump up 3.5 percent, 46-43. Arizona, Trump 49, Biden 44. Georgia, Trump 49, Biden 45. Nevada, Trump 46, Biden 41. North Carolina, Trump 49, Biden 44. Ohio. Let's go to we'll do Florida first. Florida, Trump 48, Biden 42. Alaska, Trump 53, Biden 41, and I don't know why Alaska's on this list.
Yeah, Alaska has probably one of the smallest.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know why Alaska's on this list. But in Ohio, Trump 50, Biden 39. He's up 10.5%. But those are a lot of your swing states there. A lot of them.
You can go ahead and mark Biden up for California.
He's going to win. He's going to win California, New York, Washington. He's going to
Washington State,
Oregon. He's going to win. He's going to win these
hardcore blue states.
Blue, no matter who.
Yeah.
Blue. If you're blue, no matter who, he's going to win those.
Yeah.
But he's also Trump's also going to win these
red
till dead
hard red states.
Yeah, these hard red states.
Yeah.
Like Tennessee. Trump's winning Tennessee.
Yeah. Yeah, Tennessee, Texas, Florida. I don't know why they have Florida marked as a swing state. It's been red.
Well, it goes back. It does. It's close.
It
usually
does, but typically it stays pretty red in Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's a good outlook on. People's just kind of fed up with it. Yeah. American people want more money in their pocket.
That's what matters to
me.
The
people.
Because
it matters to everybody.
That's what matters to me, just because it goes back to the thing of, like, they said Biden was going to be that was what he ran on. I'm gonna unite the country and all this other crap, and everybody's still riding. There's still school shootings. There's still like homeless people is out of control. Immigration
out of control.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Open borders
and thank God for the governor of Texas. Yeah. Because he is just absolutely not dealing with it. He's like, nope, this isn't our problem. So we're going to deal with it however we see fit. Now, he's getting in trouble. But that's an American right there, son.
That man's worried about the country.
Yeah.
I have no problem with people coming into the country the proper way, but legally, follow the proper procedure.
There's a proper procedure for it. Why are we letting people walk across? Hey, you have a house. Would you just let somebody just walk? Like, even if they just was passing through, would you want somebody to just walk up on your porch, walk around for a minute, and then just walk off?
No. I wouldn't want people lingering on my property.
Not just foreigners. Anybody. Why are we letting anybody walk across?
You don't know who you're letting in here. Murders could be huge. Drug cartels huge.
Yeah,
they're just,
or they could be good people.
Yeah, they're bouncing back and forth. They could be somebody running from an issue.
Yeah,
in another country.
People seeking asylum. I just don't understand the idea of just letting people free, and it's just something that they're just like. You have a right to seek asylum or whatever that they're trying to say through the proper port of entry.
Yeah.
For 100 years or however long, people would go through Ellis Island.
That's where my family come through at.
To get into the country, but they did it properly.
The biggest problem I have with the illegal immigration, and I'm going to say that as illegal,
Because
it is.
It's illegal.
But they come into America, which I get is the melting pot. We've been taught that from the beginning.
If it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be where we are today.
Exactly. I have no problem with anybody coming in here the legal way, but the illegal immigration is so bad that it is costing people like me and you and working Americans so much money that our tax rates are through the roof.
Yeah.
And
because they're giving these people stipends.
I will say this.
They're putting them up in housing. They're like, there was one place that was like, please allow, I can't even remember where this is, but they were like, please allow these people to come stay with you.
Yeah. So I'm going to throw it out there. I made $94,000 last year.
Made good money.
I made great money last year.
For one person.
Oh,
that's great money.
Great money. I paid $30,000 in taxes.
Yep.
I don't see any of that, obviously, but
if you were married, if you were married,
right? But if it was just me, so we'll say just me, $30,000.
Yep.
But I work with a lot of people that made pretty close to the same amount, knowing they paid out just as much. This one place, we all make the same money. Some make more. Nobody makes less. I'm at the bottom of that food chain.
Yeah. People who have been there for a longer time might make more or whatever.
For that place to turn over the tax money, like just out of the paychecks, and it goes to the government, and then it goes where? Where have we seen major changes? Not in our defense budget that got cut.
Yeah.
It's not going to the roads. I promise you it's not going to the roads in Letcher County.
No.
Nor is it going to the roads in Pike County.
Oh, yeah. They just, the Mountain Eagle just made a post that the county's broke.
Yeah, dude.
And Governor Beshear just brought, apparently, $6 million or something and was like, here you guys go.
We have a rec center that is useless. Useless. It is breaking this county. That rec center is.
Is it costing more to keep it?
Dude, it is unreal. They're on payments on it till like 2040, I believe, like paying for it.
Is it because of the flood?
No. This was when they built it. It went on to pay for the building. They have to pay till up to 2040.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that rec center's sitting there. What's the entry to get in at $5?
For
a day.
Upper and lower. Like if you're just gonna go play basketball, it's $2.
Yeah, so $2 if you're going to play basketball, $5 if you're going to go to the weight room in the top and play basketball, just full access.
Yeah.
I never see a whole lot of vehicles there. So I don't know why
go there anymore.
Right. So I don't know why they don't open it up to something more like AAU basketball, travel basketball. Use it for something like, I don't even know. There's so much potential.
They try to do some things. Like they hold like kids gymnastics and yada yada yada. They do have some tournaments and stuff there, but like I know that there was a basketball tournament, but there was a basketball tournament that was held at Jenkins High School the other day.
Yeah,
like 2 weeks ago.
Why are we not using the multi-million-dollar rec center that was supposed to have been not only for the kids but to help the county in the get-go?
Yeah,
but it's a multi-million-dollar facility.
Yeah,
that is not utilized. Yeah. I just don't think the county really thought. Don't get me wrong, I'm so glad that we have it for the people that do use it, because
whenever I was 12 to like 17 or something, or maybe 15, 16, 17,
that's all we wanted to do.
That's all I wanted to do, bro. I would, like, whenever I was in middle school, I would walk from the school to the rec center, and I would be there all day.
Yeah, so like now though, kids are not using the rec center.
I went there a while back. There were 4 people playing basketball.
That's nuts, dude. It's nuts.
Yeah.
So they might have made a whole $10.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I mean.
But by the time you calculate all the bills and stuff, that dude, it's such a. They could do so much more with it, but.
I don't know, man. They hold they hold some things, but it's just I feel like they need a better director or something. But we're back on the county level. I mean, I just wanted to kind of touch on the national thing of it all, just because like it's going to come down to like, are people going to be responsible enough to wake up this fall and be like, all right, we tried the Biden thing.
We were riding with Biden.
We gave it a shot. He was supposed to help us all out, and I just don't see where he did. He got us into another proxy war, and left billions of dollars worth of equipment in Afghanistan for our enemies to use and utilize, and all this other stuff. And it's like, dude, we're a couple of idiots from Eastern Kentucky. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but just what's being shown to me, I don't understand. Number one, why are these the two best people that we have? Because there are some great humans in this country. But we are just, this is what we want. Everybody wants the big loud guy with all the billions of dollars because he does whatever he wants. And then on the other side, they just want anybody other than the loud guy who does whatever he wants. And Joe's asleep.
No, I'm reading through this.
No, not you. I'm talking about Biden.
Yeah, I'm almost there too. But
yeah.
No, man. I have nothing against Joe.
I do.
Except that he's been a career politician and he doesn't have any big accomplishments other than being Obama's vice president. And even then, he didn't really do a whole lot. So,
yeah. That's your claim to fame, being Barack Obama's vice president.
I feel like if you're going to step into the role as president,
yeah.
And this goes for anybody past, present, and future, and your whole campaign is built off false promises, you are the absolute worst human being in this world.
Yeah.
Because not only are you lying to yourself, but the millions of Americans that are
330 odd million.
Yeah, that are putting their faith in you to go out here and run this country to keep us from being broke. And if you can't do that, get out.
Gas right now is $3.40 here.
Yeah, $3.40 in Eastern Kentucky. Now, I don't know what it is for anybody that watches this. If y'all want to comment on that, comment where you're at.
Yeah, that's a good point. Y'all get in the comments, man. Y'all be watching and nobody's in the comment. Drop a like, hit the comments, give us a follow, all that good stuff.
Let us know where you're at. Let us know what the gas prices is. And then in a year, if the election changes, we're going to hit this. We're going to hit this topic again. And we're going to see in a year where we stand.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to just go ahead and make the prediction that if Trump does get in, I bet that $3.40 gas price ain't $3.40.
I bet it ain't.
And I bet it's lower.
I bet we're opening up. I bet
that Keystone pipeline flies right back open, and I bet we're gold.
Yep.
But you know what? We'll see what it does in November.
We'll see what it does in November. But I just want everybody to really think about what they want out of this next presidency.
Now that we're off our little walk with Jesus, real quick, what I really just deep down inside, what I want to say about this is that
easy killer.
As a working American,
yep,
that is footing the bill for the country, that does not shit for us. I want to see the change. I want to see, and not the change is, I want Trump back. No, I want to see America be America.
Yeah.
I don't care who does it.
Would you say that you want to make America great again? Again? Yeah, dude.
It was great.
Yeah, dude.
Then it got shitty, and I want it to come back.
The biggest problem with people with Trump was the social thing. Nobody had if you had a problem with his economic policies, I don't understand.
You're an idiot.
Look, you're an idiot. Really, because we had the stats.
Because he ran this as a business.
That black and white will provide for you.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying. Read a little bit and figure out real truth. Why are we trying to say that he was a bad president? Listen, asshole, terrible person. Not saying he's a great guy.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I miss the mean tweets.
Dude,
he was
hilarious.
Constantly rocking people's shit, just calling everybody out.
Yeah.
And I love that. Because you know what that shows? That shows confidence, man.
Yeah.
Confidence.
Nobody messed with us.
No. Everybody was afraid to end up on Twitter.
What do you think that Russia-Ukraine happens if Trump's still in office?
Oh, hell no, absolutely not. You know why? Because he can talk that down.
Yeah.
Biden was like,
well, I mean, he probably... I
don't know what to do.
I just think they had two different approaches. I think Biden was like, this is a way that we can try to like take a small chunk at maybe even kind of see what Russia's capable of. I feel like that's what this was.
Yeah, and I'm just here to tell you right now, Ukraine might have come out swinging, and
well, if it wasn't for us, they'd have got knocked out in the first.
Yeah, they might have threw a bunch of lefts and caught Russia with a couple rights, like Mike Tyson, Jake Paul.
We'll see that soon.
But when you look at the UN,
yep,
the UN,
United Nations,
yes, we spent 10 times, 20 times the amount of money than all the rest of the countries.
Oh, we are number one by like
I want to say it's like 18
and billions and billions of dollars.
Yeah, like I want to say we're upwards of like 20 billion plus. Pull me some figures.
More
You're sitting there on that
than everybody else because we sent like 73 billion and all that good stuff. Anyway, keep going.
I mean, I don't know what like England. I'm trying not to mess this up. Like the UK, that's where I'm shooting for. I don't know what the UK sent, but I feel like they're probably second.
Yeah, I already know that it's Germany.
Okay,
I already know that.
So
I mean, I'm almost positive.
Because they were absolutely,
I'm almost positive.
That's because they were absolutely scared shitless that if Russia broke through Ukraine, they were coming for them next. That's why they were like, oh, shit, we better throw some money out there. We don't want Daddy Putin coming in here and smacking me on the ass. But I'm just here to tell you that had it not been for America dumping all of our tax money, my 30 grand probably ended up in Ukraine somewhere. But if it wasn't for them dumping all of our money into Ukraine, they would have got their shit rocked round one.
Yeah, well,
just pitch me the figures. What you got there?
I'm getting there.
Oh.
I'm getting there. It's taking a second. I gotta find.
Oh, is it that Wi-Fi again?
No, it's not the Wi-Fi. Do my Wi-Fi scoots now. Scoots.
Skitting it.
Okay. Well, this chart shows that the European Union is the biggest donor. But and then the U.S. is second. And then after that is Germany. But as far as singular countries go, we're the most by lots. Lots.
So
it looks like 67.7 billion, not cash, not U.S. dollars, but what do they call it? A euro?
Yeah, euro.
Yeah, whatever. So 67.7 billion pounds or whatever. Compared to the next highest country is Germany at 22.1.
Are you looking at a chart?
Looking at a chart.
Okay, so like the EU institutions. This is numerous countries. EU institutions gave 85. We were second at 67.7. We are a one country. One. That was a collection of countries.
Yeah.
And we're one country.
Yeah.
And then you got Germany over here that gave 22.
Yep.
So we were 45, or my bad, 45, I can't math this morning.
Yeah.
45 billion more than what they gave.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
It is crazy. And like we said, we're just a couple of idiots from Eastern Kentucky. We don't know what we're talking about, but
no.
Whenever I just think that in this election, we need it. Now is the time to don't turn your back on people outside of the country.
No.
Don't turn your back on people, but it's time to focus inward and be like, we've got so many problems on the inside that we have to fix them first. When are we finally, it felt like Trump was doing that a little bit. He was just lacking on the social issues. He wasn't.
I can
he
forgive
wasn't
the
relatable.
social issues if you're fixing an economical issue.
Yeah, but you're gonna have one. As long as you get one.
Yeah.
If you get one, you're good. Right now,
we don't have that.
We don't have anything. I don't think. No. The only people that are actually, I just feel like, dude, if you really support Biden still, I mean, you're either a never Trumper or blue no matter who.
Yeah.
If you're really supporting Biden now, you're either just a never Trumper because you don't like him and you think he's racist and all this stuff, and he's misogynist, which he probably is. I mean, but it just,
You can't have your cake and eat it too.
You cannot have your cake and eat it too. And all I want, as like you said,
I want the cake.
American taxpayer, I'll take cake.
Yeah.
I'll take cake.
Yeah.
Even if I just get to look at it.
Yeah. I mean, as long as I feel like I have more money in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'm going to be okay.
Yeah. If my dollar spins farther.
Yeah.
That helps with anxiety. That helps with.
Can we just like lower the price of like hunting and fishing stuff for once?
Golly, wrapping it back. Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
You want broke over here.
Got a little selfish, didn't you? There. Yeah, you're like, hey, man.
I don't care. Leave food prices high.
Let's
that's
get this
fine.
real tree getting a little cheaper. You know what I'm saying?
When was Walmart camouflage? Isn't Walmart camouflage anymore, man?
Dude.
Stuff's expensive. I can go to Bass Pro.
Yeah, no, $60 jacket or something, $80.
It's nuts, man.
Yeah, it's good. But I don't know. We'll see what happens in November. I think honestly, I think we'll be all right either way, just because it'll be just another 4 years of nothing.
Yeah.
And another 4 years of this exact same thing that we've been doing for the last 4. And I don't want that.
No,
I want
either.
to make some more money.
I agree.
I want people to feel more comfortable, at the very least economically.
Yeah.
And man, let me tell you, if Biden wins,
this country's eat up with it.
I'm scared.
Yeah, if Biden,
I'm terrified of what would happen. I'm not doing nothing. You know what I'm going to do? Go to work on Monday.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do nothing. But, dude, if Biden wins, you thought people think January 6th was bad, man? I hope not, dude. I pray not. I pray that people can just accept that maybe the majority of people just aren't on our side or on one side. I mean, I said our like I'm really that hard right. I'm not. I'm more in the middle. But because I agree with Republicans on a lot of economics, but I also agree with Democrats on a lot of social issues. But my point is January 6th was just people being stupid and being like, oh, we're just going to walk into the Capitol and that's going to change the election. By God, Trump train.
Well,
Number one, that's treason.
Yep.
In my opinion, that's treason. Because if you decide, and now I'm not saying that we, in the past Americans haven't committed treason and got away with it. Like we were treasonous whenever we seceded from the UK, like from the crown. And you know what's crazy about that though? If we would have lost, you want to talk about something terrible happening to a lot of us. Everybody that would have been in those armies and everybody that was, or maybe not in the armies, like down lower, but as far as the officers, if you were an officer, like a high-ranking officer, dude, they're gonna cut your head off for treason against the crown.
Oh yeah.
So these people being like, oh, I got 8 years in federal penitentiary because I walked into the Capitol. I broke a window and went into the Capitol, or a cop let me in. Dude,
be glad you're just in prison.
Dude, you committed treason. That's what that is. Whether you think it or not, whether you thought you were doing it for the country or not, either you're just naive or you're really stupid to think that you can just walk into the Capitol building where the country is ran and take a picture at Nancy Pelosi's desk and be like, oh, nothing will happen. Everybody else is doing it. I can do it too. No. You committed treason.
Everybody else is committing treason. I guess we can do it too.
Yeah. No, that's treason. So, but my point is if Biden wins this election, because it's pretty clear that he doesn't, I don't think he stands a chance. I mean, just if you look at everything, we read all the numbers, even though he's not winning by crazy, and that one might be a little skewed. It might be off a little bit. But I heard, another thing on PBD's podcast, Patrick Bet-David, they were saying the same thing, and so a lot of their things were in an average number of Trump leading was like 4 to 6.
That's crazy.
Which is a lot.
It is.
In those swing states. So I'm worried about what will happen if Biden does win.
And the best thing I can say, and this is just me putting it out there the way it is.
Yeah.
The definition of ignorance is doing the same thing twice and expecting a different outcome.
Definition of insanity, you mean?
No, this is ignorance now.
This is ignorance now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because if we do this the second time, we're ignorant.
Yeah.
Ignorant.
Ignorant.
And I don't know that the country can take another 4 years of what it's been through without having a horrible depression. Not an emotional one, but an economical one.
We're heading down that road.
Fast.
Yep.
It's a one-way train right now. And the only way we can turn it around
is hopping on the other train.
Putting it on the Trump train.
Putting it on the Trump train. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
By God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Red till dead. Anyway, I felt like that was a good podcast.
It was.
Yep. Well, I'll catch you later, buddy.
Catch you later, dude.
Love you, man.
Later.